recently Russian soldiers on the front line near Liman have increasingly gone into battle without protective helmets and body armor, a trend that highlights the Russian command's blatant disregard for the lives of its troops, writes the Telegraph, as Igor Komok, deputy commander of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion of the 66th Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, told the publication. This is a relatively new trend. There were virtually no such cases last year. Only 4 of the last 20 groups wore helmets, Komok said, so these aren't isolated cases. Dmytro Zhmailo, executive director of the Ukrainian Center for Security and Cooperation, explained that all the videos provided by the 66th Brigade were filmed in late October and November, adding that it is quite common to see soldiers without protective gear. He said the shortage of necessary equipment reflects the high casualties in the Russian army, which have led to shortages of supplies, weapons and ammunition. He added that most Russian assault troops are viewed as disposable, receiving low-quality equipment and training, while command tries to economize on scarce resources that Moscow cannot fully sustain. Zhmailo also suggested that these incidents could be a form of punishment for disobeying commanders. In the Russian army, the punishment of personnel through zeroing is extremely common, where commanders deliberately send their soldiers to their deaths with the help of Ukrainian drones. He added that Russian commanders often send wounded soldiers into battle without even arming them, as they are considered expendable. At the same time, Commander Komok suggested that the Russian troops caught by his unit might have been completely unaware of their approach to Ukrainian troops due to the chaos on the front lines. Most likely, Russian troops aren't even aware they're approaching Ukrainian positions, he said. The Russian command is convincing its personnel that there are no Ukrainian troops ahead, only allies. He also believes that the lack of equipment is due not only to a lack of supplies on the Russian side, but also to recklessness and disregard for the lives of their own infantrymen. At the same time, according to Zhmailo, it is likely that many Russian troops captured by the 66th Brigade were sent into the field to retrieve weapons and equipment left behind with their fallen comrades. This equipment is then handed over to the next assault group, which is sent into another bloodbath, and the Russian assault troops killed on the battlefield are left behind. The Russian command is simply saving resources by not supplying the infantry. Russia also frequently deploys unarmed and unprotected soldiers who deliver provisions and ammunition on foot to the field, earning them the nickname camels from their comrades. In most cases, these camels are quickly detected by drones and destroyed. We are forced to destroy them because if we don't, our guys could die, said Commander Komok.
Well, first of all, Rustam, to all of you that are here, it's great to be back with you again. I think we continue this very important work, building off what's been achieved, not just in Geneva, the progress we made there. But
President Donald Trump's top officials met with a team of Ukrainian negotiators in Florida on Sunday. According to Associated Press, Trump has been trying to broker an end to the war in Ukraine since he took office. On the U.S. side, Secretary of State Marco Rubio was at the table for the talks along with Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff and the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner. Witkoff had worked on a 28-point peace plan criticized as being too favorable to Russia. The talks come after the recent resignation of Andriy Yermak as chief of staff to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Witkoff is expected to meet later this week in Moscow with Russian leader Vladimir Putin.
Well, first of all, Rustam, and to all of you that are here, it's great to be back with you again. I think we continue this very important work, building off what's been achieved, not just in Geneva, the progress we made there, but the progress throughout the week as we've been communicating. The end goal is obviously not just the end of the war. Obviously, that's essential and fundamental. We want to see the end of the killing and the death and the suffering, and I'm sure the Ukrainian side, I know they do as well. They want peace, but it's also about securing an end to the war that leaves Ukraine sovereign and independent and with an opportunity at real prosperity. So this is not just about ending a war. This is about ending a war in a way that creates a mechanism and a way forward that will allow them to be independent and sovereign, never have another war again, and create tremendous prosperity for its people. Not just rebuild the country, but to enter an era of extraordinary economic progress. It's a country, Ukraine has tremendous economic potential. Ukraine has tremendous opportunity for true prosperity. Obviously, you can't do that in the middle of a war like this, but ending the war alone won't achieve that. So this is not just about peace deals. It's about creating a pathway forward that leaves Ukraine sovereign, independent, and prosperous. And so we expect to make even more progress today. And we're grateful that you would travel all the way here to Florida. We apologize for the rain. It's not supposed to be raining, but there's only certain things we can control. So thank you and welcome to you.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to start with a gratitude to American people, American leadership, President Trump's initiative for the peace. We've been working with the U.S. for the last 10 months, and we've been meeting and had a great progress. I'm thankful to President Trump's super team that is supporting us. We are discussing about the future of Ukraine, about the security of Ukraine, about no repetition of aggression of Ukraine, about prosperity of Ukraine, about how to rebuild Ukraine. And we're thankful for the efforts of United States and its team to helping us. U.S. is hearing us, U.S. is supporting us, U.S. is walking beside us. And we're thankful for all what has been done until today, and we're looking forward to have a successful, productive meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
The Ukraine received security guarantee before the agreement. Thank you, everybody. Please follow.